Class of 2025 UConn commit Eric Reibe isn't quite an international man of mystery, especially since he's been attending high school and playing AAU in the US. The recruiting services even included him in their ranks. But the FIBA U19 World Cup was still an extremely fruitful scouting opportunity because it allowed us to see him in high-level competitive games with real stakes against real quality competition. The tournament featured over 40 guys who will be playing ball in top D1 conferences this season, not to mention all the international pros. And Eric really came to play, especially as the tournament progressed. Eric is a center from Hanover, Germany, who attended high school at the Bullis School in Potomac, Maryland. He measured nearly 7 foot in shoes with a 7'1" wingspan at the Nike Hoop Summit in April of 2025. Skilled for his size, Eric is a versatile big with an array of offensive tools. He can face up, handle, and find seams to drive with impressive footwork, body control, and body awareness for his size. Watch the touch off the glass. Tough angle, but he made a few like this in the tournament. Eric shot nearly 67% on twos during the World Cup and showed real polish for his age. He even gets creative and ambitious on his attempts. But he's not just a finisher. He has good passing vision and finds cutting teammates. He showcases his vision from the perimeter and also from the post. Young bigs sometimes struggle to pass out of the post. He reads double teams and rotating defenses and finds the open man. Reibe's pick and roll versatility is a real asset. He can screen or slip and roll to the basket. He can short roll and dish. Or pick and pop from 3. His perimeter jumper has a high release point, nearly 9 feet. He can even pump fake, attack a closeout off the dribble, and make decisions with the ball, which is incredibly rare for a 7-footer who just graduated high school. This is a potent skill in pick and pops when defenders often have to help into the paint, and then close out hard on a shooter. Reibe has touch from the mid-range and on floaters, and short jumpers. He also has the IQ to know a good time to cut to the basket. Down on the block, Eric already has go-to moves. He likes spinning baseline from the left side. Reibe will make defenses pay as a vertical spacer from the dunker spot. Eric follows plays and hunts second chances off the glass. He'll go get his own miss if necessary. But he doesn't often move guys for rebounds, and has sometimes moved himself. Defensively, he is a work in progress. 250 pounds, and the foot speed that goes with that means that you probably don't want to leave him on an island on the perimeter. but sometimes he can track a driver and spike the ball into the fifth row. One of his defensive strengths is that he keeps his hands up and active when defending. With his 9-foot standing reach, he uses those active hands to swat and alter shots at the rim. Fellow UConn commit Jacob Purfey had a hard time finishing over Eric Reibe during the tournament. Sometimes he can get called for cheap fouls for bringing his arms down in a block attempt and using his hands on drivers. But other times, he shows good principles of verticality in defending. Ultimately, Reibe's shorter wingspan relative to his height and limited vertical lift prevent him from being a dominant rim protector at this point. Eric has a tendency to stick too close to his man instead of protecting the rim for his team. This is a vulnerability where he can get sealed by an opposing center ducking in, especially after recovering from a hedge. But it seemed like Germany's coach had him working on this during the tournament, and he seemed to get better at it as the games went on. Reibe does have experience operating in different defensive ball screen coverages, including drop, hedge and recover, and switching. At the college level, he projects as a playmaking big that can stretch the floor. UConn will use him at the top of the key as a decision-making hub in DHOs and zoom action. And will also take advantage of his pick and pop ability. The upside is real. With his offensive skill and feel, he's got the tools to grow into a modern, high IQ frontcourt piece. His offense is college ready, but his early minutes will likely be dictated by how well he handles his defensive duties in practice. Based on his U19 World Cup, Eric Reibe has a bright future at UConn. Let us know in the comments how you think he'll contribute to the team this season. Thanks for watching.